I really liked Head Stomper just from everyone being there. I exceeded my expectations on the day. After the round of 16, I ended up feeling like I wasn't playing very well and I was probably going to get destroyed in top 8. But when I got round to top 8, I was like playing some of the best Grand Blue that I've done in a while. Should have been top 3, but I messed up the combo at the end, so, I always got to drop something.
Honestly, it would be the Head Stomper Swampin versus Dudikoff. Because that match was the play of the ages for me, at least. And I honestly really, really would love to get to that level where I could do such plays.
My favorite moments was the last Evo in US because I was in the French cast, the official French cast of Evo, and I was able to commentate it in French, and it was a really good time.
It definitely has to be Head Stomper, right? Making it into winners top 8, getting to face Dragoi as the first game live on stream, being on that stage, right? I've never had that experience before.
I have 2 moments. One of them is not of me, and the other one is something that's funny that happened to me. But I think what a lot of people are going to say is that it was also my favorite. It has to be Dudikoff versus Swampin at Head Stomper. That match was so fantastic. You can't get better Grand Blue than that, I feel. The other part, this is much more a personal thing. When I was playing against Savid, getting that weird hit on Savid, and through the headphones, I can just hear Dave yell out, "Woman!" You cannot understand how hard it was, but try and keep composure.
I've been involved with Grand Blue for about a year or 2 for me, so it's probably pretty recent. For me, it was Miri beating Swampin in Winter Semis Head Stomper. Miri is a player that I adore a lot. I love the way that he plays. I love the characters that he plays. And him taking down Swampin at the last big major for Grand Blue was just such an electric moment for me. It was so nice. I love that so much.
Actually, my favorite tournament would probably be, I think it was the last one before Serpent's Parade actually started, where there was Miri and Strider, and I actually got grand finals. It was actually nice to win an event, but it's definitely more fun when you're competing against high level players and then actually pulling through when you're not expected to pull through.
There are a lot, Obviously, I'm very partial to Clash of Champions and how that all went, and at the end of the day, it has to be Head Stomper. Having an offline event where so many of Europe's best showed up, and having the main stage and everything, and having everyone play out of their minds, that top 8 was insane.
I'm gonna be selfish on this. I'm picking the at Celtic Throwdown when I entered Livy's 8U. That's a classic. I remember that I was wearing noise-cancelling headphones and I heard the crowd popping through them.
It's a moment I remember forever. It was... I forgot it was Sonic Sand playing Gran and just the 5U jump scare shenanigans, and I was commentating with you, and you just fucking died. So that's probably my favorite.
Oh my god! Wait, no, I remember that exact clip.
Yeah, that's probably my favorite thing that's happened in a tournament. But yeah,
That wasn't the one where I called him Hungry Box, was it?
Yeah. I remember Stocky was like, "Oh, he's fully charged his pop off." Oh no.
Livy hitting the Paga Head Stomper, and just the entire crowd popping off for one combo. I think the energy of that was just so fun. But in general, just commentating so much of Serpent's Parade has been a real highlight for me.
I think it may have to go to just overall, like not just one particular moment, but the entire set between Miri and Dragoy at Head Stomper. Because that was like some of the most like unhinged and like the most like high octane Grand Blue that I've ever watched. Like that is a set that I would show people if they say that Grand Blue is boring, you know?
Probably actually the Rising announcement, just being in call with you and Socky, and just in that small group call, and it being early morning, all of us being pessimistic as to what they were going to announce, and then them just dropping the Rising trailer was, I think, just kind of a crazy moment, because it feels like it was kind of what we were due for a long time. I feel like regarding the game. obviously the game has had its ups and downs throughout the years, and that announcement, I think, just kind of blew everyone's expectations out the water. So I think that's probably one of my favorite moments.
I feel like the most fun I've had spectating the video game was Headstomper and cheering for Mirek and Swampen. Like that was probably the highlight spectator-wise.